Newt Gingrich threw down a kind of political gauntlet today. The professor and politician with the moxie of a prize fighter sat down one-on-one with our own Jake Tapper, and the former Speaker of the House seemed ready to claim the mantle. Here's Jake now.
In Iowa today, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich told us that his rise from asterisk afterthought to frontrunner is different from that of other former Republican flavors of the week. Michelle Bachmann, Rick Perry, Herman Cain.
Those guys were the new kid in the block, and isn't this wonderful? And boy, it'd be great if it worked out, and we don't know anything about them. I'm the guy who's been around forever.
And with this new status come vicious attacks from his opponents. But Gingrich, never known for a small ego, is undeterred.
I'm going to be the nominee. I mean, it's very hard not to look at the recent polls and think that the odds are very high. I'm going to be the nominee.
It has been a short, strange trip.
Not even 6 months ago, your entire staff had resigned en masse.
The line that somebody used that I was like Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense, the only guy in the room didn't know I was dead. The debates changed everything, as you know, and that began to rebuild momentum.
This momentum means large, enthusiastic crowds on the campaign trail. But some Republicans have reservations, two specifically that I keep hearing.
They worry that even though you are a familiar figure, that maybe there still are skeletons in your closet that we don't know about. Are there any skeletons we don't know about?
Not that I know of. I mean, again, given the nature of the modern world, whatever that's there, I'm sure it'll come out in the end.
And then the other concern has to do with your propensity to make outrageous, interesting, whatever adjective you'd like to assign remarks. The most recent one about child labor laws, for example, being stupid.
Young children who are poor ought to learn how to go to work. It would be great if inner city schools and poor neighborhood schools actually hired the children to do things. Some of the things they could do would be work in the library, work in the front office. Some of them, frankly, could be janitorial.
But Democrats could very easily take that comment and say Newt Gingrich wants inner city kids to become janitors at age 10.
Right, and the correct answer is that's a lie. Newt Gingrich wants inner city kids to learn how to have a job.
Jake, it is always a ride with Newt Gingrich. So bring us up to date on the polls tonight. Where do they stand?
Well, in the latest Gallup poll, he and Mitt Romney are essentially tied as frontrunners, but the key is that Gingrich has very high voter intensity. Voters like him. They like him a lot, and Romney's voter intensity is low. Now, we've been through this before. Michelle Bachmann at one point had high voter intensity, and her campaign has all but disappeared. But for now, Gingrich is the man of the hour. Diane?
All right, Jake Tapper with a few snowflakes drifting around him. And as Jake knows, the top Republican contenders will come together in Des Moines, Iowa, 1 week from Saturday for an ABC News debate, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And George Stephanopoulos and I will be moderating. We hope you will join us then.